Hello everyone, welcome to Botany Insider. So in this particular lecture, we'll be dealing with the topic of the developmental biology's third lecture, and that is about the cell specifications. We have already covered 2 lectures for the same. I hope you have watched them, and if not, I have provided the link of those 2 lectures in the description box. So check that playlist and you'll be able to get your concepts cleared. And I would suggest you that first watch those videos because we are going in a sequential manner for the developmental biology. So watch that videos first. So let's start the video, but before that, if you haven't yet joined me on the Telegram channel or you haven't yet subscribed me, so do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also join me on the Telegram by the word Botany Insider or use the link given below in the description box. So this was about it. Let's understand about the cell specification now. So what is specification all about? So specification in very simple word means, we have already dealt about this in the first lecture. So this is the extension of the same. We'll be understanding about the various types of the specifications as well. So now we have the specification, which means the development of the differentiated cell types, different in the function, cell shape, internal structures, etc. It is the labile phase, the cell which does not have a fixed fate. It can revert from its fate. Here the commitment is reversible. Now what does all this mean? We have already dealt about this. Let's quickly revise about the same. So we have discussed about this in the previous lecture, that was, consider this is an undifferentiated cell, and now this undifferentiated cell have a cell fate, that is, it has some of the specifications that what it have to function or how it have to function after it becomes specialized or it becomes differentiated. So initially we have the undifferentiated cell which does not know about its differentiation or which does not know about its cell fate. Now for the functioning, for the commitment of this particular cell into the differentiation, there are 2 main stages. The first stage is specification and the second stage is the determination. That is, for a cell to become differentiated, there are 2 stages. The first stage is the specification stage and the second stage is the determination stage. So the specification stage is the first stage in which the cell gets partially committed to the final differentiation. That is, let's consider this cell was committed to get converted into a brain cell. For converting of this undifferentiated for functioning as a brain cell and finally get converted into the differentiated cell, it would go through 2 phases. The first phase would be the specification and the second phase would be the determination. So in the specification phase, what happens is that this cell is partially committed that yes, I will convert into the brain cell, but it could revert back to the original fate, that is, it could revert back to the undifferentiated as well. In this, the fate is labile, it is not finally or it is not fully committed. And but then we have the second stage, that is the determination, in which what happens is now the cell is committed. Now the cell is finally fixed. It have been decided that yes, it would convert into the brain cell only. So this was about the specification and the determination. We have discussed about this in the complete detail in the previous lectures. I have provided the link, so watch that video for a better understanding. This was just a revision format for the same. So we have just discussed that it is the labile phase. In this particular phase, the fate of the cell is not fixed, it can revert from its fate, and here the commitment is reversible. So this was about it. Now let's understand about the modes of commitment or the types of specification. This particular process in which the undifferentiated cell was converting into the differentiated cell via the 2 stages, this is what the commitment is all about. So in this we have 3 main modes of commitment. The first one is the autonomous, the the second one is conditional, and the third one is syncytial. Let's understand about each one of them. So the very first one is the autonomous specification. Autonomous, as the word suggests, auto means cell. So in this particular type, what happens is that the cell is self-sufficient, or the cell which is undergoing the differentiation process is self-sufficient, in which the cell does not change the fate according to their surrounding. That is, let's consider we have this particular group of cell, and in this particular group we have this particular section of the cell taken out and injected into some other area. So because this cell is undergoing the autonomous specification, it is self-sufficient, it would not change its fate according to the complete surrounding. What does this mean? We'll understand about this with the help of an example. In this, the cell developed according to the early fate itself. The cell is determined and it shows mosaic development. You have to remember about this word, that autonomous specificated cells shows mosaic development. Previous years के अंदर ये direct statement आया है, so remember about this. So now let's understand about the autonomous specification by the help of the example. So one thing we have to remember, the prospective potency is equal to the prospective phase. What does this mean? We'll understand about this. So now let's consider we have this mass of cell, and this mass of cell was determined for the brain cell. That is, this complete mass of cell would convert or would differentiate into the various type of brain cells. Now what we did was, we took a section of these cells and we injected into some other area. Let's consider this area was of the liver cells. That is, this mass of cell, this blue mass of cell was getting converted into the liver cell initially, but we have injected some of the cells from the brain area into this particular area. So now what happens is, because we have understood that this cell or this mass of cell was undergoing or was having the autonomous specification, in this area also this particular mass of cell would differentiate into the brain cell only. It would not change its fate depending upon its surrounding, and would not get converted into the liver cell. It would convert into the brain cell only because of the autonomous specification. So in very simple words, if we want to understand this, that we have a mass of cell, and in that mass of cell all the cells are determined to do one function only, irrespective of we keep these cells or we keep those mass of cell in any location, be it the liver cell or be it any of the cell of the body. It would convert into the brain cell only, it would convert into the previous fate only, it won't change its fate. So this was about the autonomous specification. I hope this color coding would help you out to understand about the same. Now let's understand about the second one, and that is the conditional specification. So as the autonomous specification was given the name of mosaic development, or which shows mosaic development, the conditional specification shows the regulative development. What does this mean? So in this, the cell or the mass of cell which we have taken from one area goes, or we implant it to the other area. What happens is, the implanted area would affect or would determine the fate of the mass of cell which was previously determined for any other type. That is, we'll understand about this with the help of the same colors. So in this, the cell is not determined. The cell which changes their specialized fate according to the surrounding. Those cells which need the interactions with the other cells to gain their functions will show the conditional specification. So it is found in all the vertebrates. It is specified by the inductive signal. In this, the morphogen gradient is involved in the conditional specification. What does this mean? So in this, what happens is, let's consider again, we have a area or we have a group of cell which was determined for converting into the brain cell, and we have taken a mass of cell, and this mass of cell is now implanted into the area which was determined for the liver cell. And because we have assumed or we have considered that this cell is showing conditional specification, what happens is now this cell which was initially getting converted into the brain cell would now convert into the liver cell because of its surrounding. So this is what we have studied in the conditional, that is in the conditional specification the surroundings of a cell actually determines the actual or the final fate of the cell. In this, the prospective potency is greater than the prospective fate. That is, what does this mean? The initial potency of the cell was to convert into the brain cell, but because of the change in the condition, its potency changed and it converted into the liver cell. So we can say that the potency was greater than the fate. So this was about it. I hope this much is clear. The last point is about the syncytial specification. What does this mean? So syncytial is a technical term which means nuclear division without the cell divisions. That means, let's consider we have this mass of cell. This mass of cell undergoes many divisions, but there do not occur the cell division. There only occurs the nuclear division, but the cells which are being converted are not getting enveloped by the cell membrane. So the nuclear division without the cell divisions results in the cytoplasm with many nuclei. In this particular syncytial specification, the early fate of the cell is the conditional and the late one is autonomous. That is, when the cell are in the early phase of their development, they are showing the conditional specification, but as in when they get matured or as in when they reach to the late phase of the development, they are autonomously specified. The most common example of the syncytial specification shown by is in the Drosophila. We'll be dealing about the Drosophila topic in complete detail. So wait for that video. We'll be understanding about the syncytial specification in the Drosophila topic. So this was about it. So now let's quickly summarize about each one of them. So we have three main modes of specification, and these modes of specification, the first one is autonomous, the second one is the conditional, and the third one is the syncytial. Autonomous is the one in which the cell wherever placed would get converted into the early fate itself. In the conditional, the fate of the cell is dependent upon the conditions prevailing or the surrounding conditions, and in the syncytial, the nuclear division occurs without the cell division. So this was about the three modes. It is very, very important. Go through this video very nicely so that you do not get incorrect answers for this question, and I hope this video was helpful for you. If yes, do let me know in the comment sections below, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment sections. I'll try to clear off your doubt as much as possible. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also do not forget to join me on the Telegram channel, that is Botany Insider. Use the link or search it by the name itself, you will get it. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.